Welcome to the Greenville Zoo. Let's take a behind-the-scenes tour to see how a modern zoo operates. As a modern zoo, the Greenville Zoo is accredited by the AZA, the Association of Zoos and Aquariums. This is great news for you because it signifies excellence in and commitment to such things as animal care, conservation, and education. The zoo has over 350 animals, with over 85 different types. There are 11 zookeepers, along with an educational team, animal ambassadors, a front office staff, a maintenance crew, concessions and gift shop, and guest services. Not to mention a full management team. Modern zoos participate in a variety of conservation programs. The Greenville Zoo has kicked off a program called Quarters for Conservation. This big globe, maybe you've seen it. It is an exciting initiative to greatly enhance the Greenville Zoo's wildlife conservation efforts. Through the collection of quarters, or tokens, the zoo and local community will provide funding for new and existing wildlife conservation projects in our region and around the globe. One vote does make a difference. Another conservation effort is the SSP program, the Species Survival Plan. That's the AZA's flagship animal conservation program. Why is this a benefit? Well, you might wonder where a modern accredited zoo gets its animals. Through participation in animal exchange. That is, access to specimens from other AZA-accredited zoos and aquariums for loan or breeding. Which brings us back to SSP animals. Not all animals are part of an SSP. However, we still use the exchange to get our animals rather than taking animals from the wild. Now that you're in a modern zoo, wouldn't you like to take a peek behind the scenes? So where should we start? With everybody's favorite part, food. We all love to eat, and the animals at the zoo certainly love it too. It's part of the basics. Everything needs food, water, and shelter to survive. So let's begin our journey in the commissary. We have a keeper who makes the diets for most of the animals on campus. A meal can consist of items such as fresh fruit and vegetables, to specially formulated zoo biscuits and ground meat, even insects and mice. Once a diet is prepared for a particular animal, it is ready for pickup by the zookeeper of that area animal. The area zookeeper will make sure that the animal is well cared for. They observe the animal very carefully daily. They check the exhibit and den area for any items that should not be there. Then they clean the exhibit and den daily. Just how do they clean without going in with the animal? Well, in order to take care of animals without going in with them, we have safety gates. While the animal is locked in their den, you can think of this as their bedroom, the zookeeper will clean the exhibit, which is the area that you can see. When finished, the zookeeper will lock the exhibit and then lift gates to allow the animals to cross into the exhibit. The zookeeper will then lock the gates and clean the dens. You might be wondering, why don't they just go in with the animal? Well, it's important to remember that the animals at the zoo are still wild animals with natural instincts. And of course, the staff values all of their body parts. We want to make sure that we leave each day with exactly what we started with. It is very important that we follow very strict safety guidelines, not only for us, but also for the animals. Once the cleaning is done, then the diet that the zookeeper picked up from the commissary will be provided to the animal. But that may not be the only way an animal gets food from a zookeeper. They also provide something that we call enrichment. This is something that we do in order to encourage natural behaviors. Because primates are so intelligent and active, they are provided with enrichment items 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Keepers are limited only by their imaginations as to what exciting new enrichment ideas they can create for their animals. Some of the keepers also spend time training the animals. This helps us to better provide for them.
Nose. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Thank you, Maya.
How do you think they give animals medicine, for example? Well, in some cases, the animals are trained for non-invasive medical procedures, and sometimes we have to be a little sly, like putting medication in food. Or offering flavored medication. The area zookeeper works with each individual animal to train them just for times like these, such as drawing blood or listening to their lungs.